Good afternoon, Luke for the Matias Group once again. We live in a world where efficiency is key. V12 engines are being reduced into V8s. Coles has stopped giving you shopping bags to take your shopping home with. V8s, some would say fortunately, some would say unfortunately, are being replaced by V6s. Turbos are everywhere. Today we're about to find out how Audi have replaced their V8 for their RS5, 2018 Audi RS5. Thank you very much to Audi Centre Melbourne. Let's have a look at this puppy. This is a beauty. So when Porsche added a turbo into their engine, it caused an uproar with the purists, the Porsche purists, even though the new car is a much better car. It's a much better driving car. It's a lot more efficient, which is what the key is these days, but it's a much better car. Caused uproar. Now, its stablemate, Audi, have done the same with their top range. The Audi RS5 that we're in today has gone from a V8 from its predecessor, V8 4.2 litre engine to a 2.9, very svelte little engine, 2.9 litre twin turbo V6. What does it mean? We're about to go and find out. Well, straight off the bat, it sounds nice from the back. Oh, it's just giving me a hug. This cockpit is terrific. It's a Grand Tourer, and Audi tell me you were able to drive 1,000 kilometers in it and still get out and feel refreshed. Whereas I'm not going to drive 1,000 kilometers today. I'm certainly going to feel the car, and I'm certainly going to develop an opinion on really what it's like. Is it comfortable? What's the driving position like? The screens. The Audi cockpit is absolutely terrific. We have a full 12.5 inch, I think it's 12.5 inch screen right in front of me that's fully adaptive. We can have maps, we can have revometers, we can have power and torque percentages, boost power. Then we have the center screen, and this gives you all your data around your phone. I will find out how to use it in a moment, but it's a good looking car. Okay, so we've been driving this lovely thing around for a little while now. We've been driving it around in traffic around the city, and it feels so comfortable. It's really easy car just to get around in. Of course, it's got that bit of power, but in comfort mode, tootling around, it's quite comfortable. It's not overkill, it's not uncomfortable whatsoever. But if you're buying an RS5, you're buying it for the top end. So I am just making my way now onto the freeway, and I'm going to reach down into, I'm going to touch this fairly plasticky looking button over here, and it's going to take me from comfort mode. I'm going to skip past automatic and go into dynamic mode. Dynamic mode is where Audis tell me they do their best work. Everything stiffens up. We had a little look out the back. You hear the exhaust just open up. Very different sound. I'll go into that more in a moment. But they've got these huge, great big pipes at the back, and inside them is a double pipe for regular comfort mode. And then once you press this little plastic button down here, and we're in dynamic, the second pipe actually opens up, and it becomes a lot more aggressive. A lot more aggressive. Feels a lot more rigid. What a steering wheel! What a place we're sat in right now. Safety features on the freeway. I've got all sorts of blinking at me. It's got everything. It's got lane change assist. It's got warning lights. It's got what am I doing wrong here? It's because I'm on the sideline and it's telling me to get back in the middle of my lane, you big dope. One thing I have noticed driving this thing on the freeway is the torque is amazing. In its predecessor, I think it was about 400, 420, somewhere around there, Newton meters of torque. And that's the V8 4.2. This little svelte, little powerful twin turbo engine has got 600 Newton meters of torque. So what that basically means is if you're sat in 80 k's an hour and you accelerate, and you just plant your foot and you want to overtake somebody and you accelerate all the way up to 100 k's an hour, it does it very rapidly, very quickly and fun, and the power just seems immediate. not sure if you can hear it. I'm not sure if it will come through with this audio. I see what they mean about the new exhaust. The former Audi RS5 had an outrageous sound in the exhaust, burping and growling at you, a lot of feedback. This is a totally different car. You cannot feel that they're the same car. Is that better? Is that worse? I've not quite made up my mind just yet. But what it does sound like is a very bassy house track when you're getting the feedback from the exhaust. It rattles and it jars and it gives you that, but it feels like almost I have kidnapped somebody and they are sat in the boot and they are banging on the side of the boot. It's not a huge throaty sound, it's a very deep bassful like sound. And when we're going a bit slower, I'll flirt around in second gear and get a bit of feedback through, just so you can hear it. We'll open the windows and things. But this is terrific. I like looking into what cars' own devices are. So let's have a look. I was playing with this earlier when I tried to call my my wife, and I love listening to the voice efforts of the various ranges. Call Courtney Matias.
I'm processing the entry. Which name or line number would you like?
Number 1.
Line 1. No private number is available for hands. Courtney, would you like to call this number?
No, thank you.
Which name or line number would you
Okay, I'm
like?
gonna have to get out of there. That to me is just a little bit disappointing. Yes, you can get through to your iPhone. Cancel, yeah. Is it still calling someone?
No.
It just feels a little bit 80s Atari-like voice. You know, we've come out of other cars in this sort of price bracket that just seem a little bit more slick. It's a bit more of a nice experience. In saying that though, the rest of the technology in this Audi is absolutely leading. It is just terrific. It's a great space to be. Voice is something, it's just one of my little pain points that I'm a firm believer that voice is where everything is going, and to have a good voice user interface is going to be absolutely a must within the next 3 or 4 years. So we'll see where that goes. What would I prefer out of this Audi RS5 and the previous V8 version? And when I see the V8 roar past me when I'm stood on the side of the road and something roars past me, it sounds great. This is a better car. This is a noticeably better car. This new car is terrific. It is so good. And for the purists who are going to miss the V8, it's the way the world's going and we have to like it. And I like where it's going. I love technology. I like better cars. You know, Porsche, Audi, they've done the same thing. Add some turbos in, take some cylinders out. It allows a smarter, a lighter car, and I love driving them. This is a really big increase on where the last one sat. Would I buy it? I've had fun, that's for sure. Thank you very much to Audi Centre Melbourne. Their constant support, and the Zagami's team constant support over the years has been greatly appreciated. My name is Luke for the Matias Group. This has been another great, fun day out, this time in the RS5. See you next time.